Hello and welcome to another tutorial for UiPath Studio in making different types of projects. Today we're going to see the third and last type of projects we can make in UiPath Studio, that is the state machine. Okay, so initially we have seen sequences and then flowcharts, and now we are going to see the state machine. So what is a state machine? In this there is one starting state and there is one ending state always in a state machine. This is the exit state and this is also the exit state, and there are other intermediate states such as this one, and there can be any number of intermediate states depending upon your business project. So how is state machine different from flowcharts and sequences? In sequences there is a particular flow of your project business logic. It will flow in only one direction, that is from the start to the end. In flowcharts, that flow, it actually defines how the project is going to flow from start to the end. It can go back using the arrows that you can link from one entity to another. But in state machine, it doesn't define the flow or the sequence of your project, but it defines the state of your project at a particular instance of time. At any interval of time, your projects would be in any of the following states that you have defined in your business logic. So having said that, let's see how does a state machine works. So this is a simple example. This is similar to the example that we have previously used in the flowchart, that is guessing a random number generated by our computer. The same project is made using the state machine. So here is the start of my robot. Here it initializes a random number. Okay, so after it has initialized a random number, it goes to the transaction of guess number, in which the user has to guess this number. It can input any random number, it can input any arbitrary number, and the computer checks whether that number is greater than or smaller than the random number it has generated, and then eventually tells you whether you have guessed the number which is bigger or smaller than the number that it has generated. Okay, so here you are guessing the random number that the computer has generated. Here, if it is this, that means your guess is bigger than the number that it has generated, so it tells you to try a smaller number. The condition is that the guessing number is greater than the random number that it has generated. Or another scenario can be that the number that you have guessed is smaller than the number that it has generated, which is this case. In case is less than in smaller number, the random number. Okay, in that case it will tell you to try a bigger number. The last scenario can be that your guess is equal to the random number that it has generated, which is the case of correct guess, and its condition is in guess is equal to the random number, and this is my final state of my robot. Okay, so it has a start state and it has a final state. These two states are always available, always present in any state machine. So without much ado, let's just see how we can use this. Let's just quickly go ahead and run. Okay, so now it is generating a random number in the backend. Okay, so now it has told me to guess the number. Okay, you can see the title over here, guess the number, any number between 10 and 100. Let's go with 50. Okay, so it says number is too small, try a smaller number. Okay, we'll try a smaller number, 40. Okay, still too big, let's go with 30. It's still too big, let's go with 20. It's still too big, 10. It's too small. Okay, 15. It's too small. I think I misinterpreted what it told me earlier. Okay, it's too big. So now that I know the numbers between 15 and 20, I will go with 17. Okay, so here you go, that I guessed the number correctly. So this is the final state of my robot. Now since we are back on this, the project has run successfully. So these are the three types of projects that you can make in UiPath Studio, namely the sequence, the flowchart. The flowchart was this one, and the state machine, in which you define the states of your robot. Hope it was useful to you. Thank you.